St. Louis dropping, popping.
Black bodies on the line. Let the creator elevate your mind.
New hits like this.
Like 3, you're out, no mistake. That's the way the pitch break. My old man, sleeping in his
The Redemption Song by the V.
sometimes grumbling and complaining, but always keeping on. A garden of fragrant flowers. Then you, woman, child,
Last poet, you know it.
flowering garden of my heart, and my heart open to you.
Pick it up at your local neighborhood stores.
Flowing out.
Amber Bookstore sells books and other items specifically directed to the African American community. While our subject matter is targeted, we welcome all readers and patrons with an interest in what we have to offer. Purchase your books online at www.amberbookstores.com. Visit with us when we're at the different community events in St. Louis, Missouri, Illinois, Minnesota, or wherever we are located. Give us a call at 314-389-2595 or 314-604-3517. Amber Bookstore books are also located at the Love Goddess, located at 2839 Cherokee Street in St. Louis, Missouri, 63118. And also at Raheem's Beauty Shop at 110 East Oak Street, Carbondale, Illinois, 62901. Some of the featured books are From the Projects to the Pyramids by Malik Ahmed. Mommy and Daddy, Do You Still Love Me Anymore? By Frenchier Gardner. Dancing in the Wings by Debbie Allen. Please Baby by Spike Lee and Tanya Lewis. Art of War by Sun Tzu. Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James. Cultural Genocide in the Black and African Studies Curriculum by Yosef A.A. Ben Yochanan. African Holistic Health by Layla Africa. Heal Thyself for Health and Longevity by Queen Afua. How Not to Eat Pork or Life Without the Pig by Shahrazad Ali. Now into the end of Kwanzaa, get 10% off. Make sure you give us a call at 314-389-2595 or 314-604-3517.
I'm telling you, man, I be trying to tell this nigga Pop, man, just trust the process, man. I feel like this nigga Pop be just hating on me, bruh. Like nigga, nobody came to see you, bro. I got this, bro.
Too many people on that floss shit. In my face, what a blemish. Need my space, I'm a planet. Try to stop it, man, you can't, bitch. Niggas see a light and they gon' try to damper it. Try to be a cloud and start moving in, but they don't understand that the sun is unfazed by this. Beyond. What we be on, peon. All these peons talk that cash shit, fuck they refund. Money coming many colors, so I need my pockets on crayon. Niggas hate the show, love they hard on Freon. They be in the way, cause they lost they freedom. You're a stubborn, say fuck them like the last name. In the way. It's always bitch ass niggas in the way. They always trying to impede your success. Cause they don't never wanna let you big grade. Bitch, get out the way. Hope 40 on my waist, that's fuck survive. Vote needed for enemies wanna be rivals. That went from being haters to trying to be mine, folks. And they at all of my shows. Tryna buy that nigga and wanna for my bitch, but I'm just minding mine and tryna gain more riches. Plus real players never stun none of you weak ass niggas, cause your shit go in phases. Under 25 you fuck boy, if you ain't changed it by 49 you a fuck nigga in the way. And niggas really just waiting on your ass to see it great. In the way. It's always bitch ass niggas in the way. They always trying to
Welcome to another episode of a News You Can Use podcast. My name is Frenchier, your host, and I am so elated to be speaking to our business spotlight on the line. It's goddamn Pablo. It's Pablo. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. What about yourself?
Doing great too.
That's good.
Welcome to the show. So, Pablo is a rapper, a songwriter out of Decatur,
Sorry.
Georgia, recently featured on Trap Geeks 2, which is out now, and he releases the single Minute this past November. Pablo, tell us more about yourself. Give us some background history of who you are and where you from, where you living, and yes.
And pretty much like my music is just a reflection of my
I I couldn't hear you.
experiences. Um, I'm from Atlanta most of my life, and my music is a reflection of that and the experiences I've had and the people that I've come across during my time of me just being on Earth.
Yes. So, what led you to be an artist?
Um, Really, it's in my family, just art. Period. Like I got cousins that are jazz musicians. My dad was in the Atlanta Symphony. My aunt is a painter. So it's creativity is just always something that's kind of been in the family. Um, and it just so happened that music was my primary lane, and I just kind of was able to gravitate to it and kind of craft it, and I still am.
Love it. So, how long have you been writing music?
Writing, I can't remember. It's been quite some time. Recording, I say like at least 15 years now, off and on.
That's a long
Um,
time.
yeah, it some sometimes it's a little harder to like continue. Just depending on like what's going on in life and how certain things are taking place. But I try to like consistently record, as much as possible, so that way um, I can keep putting out new music, new anything, really. And I like, the times where I can't necessarily record because that allows me to live life and experience things to give people something to look forward to.
Yes. So you write about your experiences.
For the most part, yeah.
Got you. So, how has the pandemic affected your business? With
Um,
making music and things.
well, I've kind of had to change like my a
I'm
lot.
sorry,
People
I
are
didn't
like
hear you.
real funny because of COVID.
You broke up. I didn't hear you.
And oh, I've had to change my studio. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So places they've been acting kind of funny about COVID, so I've had to change like recording situations. And then of course, a lot of venues have closed, so I'm not actually out performing as much. And that's how I gained a lot of fans, just because they could actually feel the energy through the song during the performance as well.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I mean it's kind of made it a little different. Me, I'm generally kind of reserved, so having to like be more of a social media presence is kind of new to me. But at one point, so was making music, so it's nothing but me just trying to push myself to do something new and find a way to remain relevant in a time that's kind of weird for everybody.
Right. Do you handle all the business side of your of the music industry, or do you have someone to do that for you?
As of right now, I do everything myself.
Okay. And what is that experience like?
Uh, it's tough because you really realize like that you as one person can't you really can't just be on top of everything the way that you want to at all times. Like you're
Right.
gonna need some kind of help somewhere.
Hmm.
Even if it's just in the form of an assistant, like you're gonna need some help
Right.
because it's tough, especially keeping track with everybody that you gotta, talk to and making sure that you keep up with your schedule and things of that nature. So yeah, it's definitely a tough experience.
I feel that. Um, well, how do you balance? How do you are you how do you balance everything and stay sane?
Um, Honestly, sometimes it's it's a matter of thinking without a box. Um, because sometimes like some of the things that I would do to decompress become um like so routine that they no longer help decompress. So like, sometimes it may be me playing video games, which, helps me create strategies or think in different situations or ways to communicate things. Or, me painting because I don't have the words to really express what I feel, but I can visually express it. Or me writing songs because I'm feeling a certain type of way, and this feeling reminds me of this experience or these set of experiences. Um, or even just in the way I dress. Like I really can't lay out clothes before anything. Like I really wear things based on how I feel. So if I feel like I'm a $1 billion man, then I'm gonna probably put on like a nice little suit and tie type deal. But generally I feel like I'm an average everyday guy. So I'm a jeans and t-shirt type of person. It's just about identifying um, what it is that I am feeling, what I want to feel, and just trying to make sure that I always find a way to get that because without it, I would go insane.
I understand that. Okay, well, we're going to go to a sponsor break. Stay tuned.
Do you want to bring balance to all the wireless radiation fields in your life, including 5G? The Omnia Radiation Balancer is a small sticker you can stick on any device. It changes the state of the field and creates a new resonance between the wireless radiation and your energy field. On the link below, you'll see all our testing results that show how the body responds excellently once you've made this change in your life. Plus, you can enter the discount code BBE in capital letters for a 10% discount. It's easy to bring balance back to your body with the Omnia Radiation Balancer.
Thanks for staying tuned with the podcast. So we are here with Pablo, and we've been discussing his career in the music industry. And so tell us about the type of music that you're making.
Um, right now I'm kind of like in a darker period, so a lot of my music is a reflection of that. But generally, about um, it's about identifying the experiences and the emotions that you're having and realizing why you feel them. So that way, when you start to notice certain things, you can avoid them if you feel like they're unpleasant.
Um, in the past, year or so that I've been working on this album, um, I've come across a lot of people that were a certain kind of person, and it took me recognizing how they move and how they operate and do things to know how to navigate them. So that's kind of how, like, a lot of the things that I've been recording recently have been trending. But um, a lot of the people that I've been working with have kind of been like pulling me in different directions. So I might actually kind of change the vibe of the album, which um, is going to be in two parts. It's going to be moments of moments of brilliance and hints of ignorance. Um, Hints of ignorance is going to be like the first part, so that's the one that I'm actually working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, um, they'll kind of change the way it sounds a little bit, but I kind of want to keep the feel just so it can help convey the idea that I'm trying to push, so to speak.
Yes. Where can we find your music?
I'm on SoundCloud. I'm on iTunes. Well, pretty much any major streaming platform. I'm still working on my website, so give me a second with that. But as soon as all the extra stuff is live, I'll put that on my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram um, at goddamn Pablo. Um, Twitter as well. So yeah, I'm just pretty much out here on all the social media platforms promoting everything.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I created this interview series called Black Influencers Values a while back, and it's to get into leaders' heads and find out their inspirations and motivations. Pablo, describe yourself in 3 words.
Um, Motivated, ambitious, and creative.
What was that fleeting moment in your life that catapulted you to your present self, but certainly could have really gone the other way?
Actually, losing my job this last time, I kind of wanted to quit because with COVID happening, my son school was like closed, and so he was already in a private school, so I was already paying them, and with them being closed, I had to pay somebody else, so I was essentially paying to go to work, and they wouldn't let me work from home. But then, like a week later, they let somebody else work from home after telling me they didn't have the resources to do so. And so at that point, it was just like, you know what? I've never worked for a company that actually cared about me. So I care about myself. Let me see if I can go 3 months without needing a job and find a way to make sure all my bills are taken care of and things like that, then I'm done working for other people. And next month makes a year.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are your morning and nightly rituals?
Um, my morning ritual would probably be a long hot shower. Um, Maybe like a talk with one of my friends or my girlfriend. Uh, Probably smoke a blunt and spend some time with my son before I go out and handle the day. My nightly ritual would probably be like giving my son a bath, get him ready for bed, put him down, and then kind of decompressing or like trying to find something like some kind of inspiration or something that I want to create. Spending time with my girlfriend, and then going to sleep.
All right.
If I do go to sleep.
It's say if you go to sleep, huh?
If I go to sleep, yeah.
Who should I interview next?
I'm gonna probably say my boy Cruz Freely.
Cruise freely.
I think Cruz Freely. I think he'll give you a very interesting interview.
Like cruise the highway.
Nah, CRUZ, like Santa Cruz.
Okay. Then freely, how you spell that? Like the word freely?
Yep.
Okay. Will you connect me to him so I can interview him,
Yeah,
please?
I got you. I'll send him. I'll send you his information after our interview.
Okay, that's perfect. Who is your target audience and your self-proclaimed niche, talents, and our gifts?
Really just creatives. My music is very relatable to pretty much anybody. So it's just whether or not you actually like the sound. So it's really for whoever can attach to it, because that's really what music is about, or any form of art is about drawing that emotion.
Yes. And what is your self-proclaimed niche, talents, and our gifts?
Uh, most part, I'm pretty charismatic, so that kind of allows me to get to know different sides of people that everybody doesn't get to see, and that also allows me to get a lot of perspective on different things, because when you can get people comfortable, you can kind of get them talking about things that they don't necessarily talk about, and those conversations also end up in my music too, because a lot of times they kind of change my perspective on things. So like those kind of talents kind of really help me hone my craft.
Mm-hmm. What did the younger you envision, see, or think, or was told to make you impact people the way you do?
Um, it's actually really weird. It's a lot of strangers um, that I've just come across along the way. Um, Different conversations that we've had where they kind of, I feel like it kind of reinforced like my belief in how I felt and saw myself. Um, they just always talked about how passionately I spoke about, the things that I want to do, and how they knew that I would do them just because of how passionately I spoke about them. And those kind of things generally tended to happen when I was ready to quit. Um, so it's those kind of conversations that always kept me going, and just like, all right, maybe I'll keep pushing a little longer. Maybe like I done found somebody I've touched somehow. Maybe I just need to keep trying a little bit.
Yeah. What is your favorite book, song, and quote, and why? And if you're a real true music lover, I'll take your top 3 songs.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do my favorite book. Um, hmm. My favorite book is probably what can I think of? The Alchemist. It was a great story, and it kind of, if you paid attention, it really spoke volumes to how our life experiences kind of mold us and the way we think and the way we view things. And a lot of things are just primarily about perspective. Um, the you said movie, you said book, top 3 songs, and what else?
Favorite quote?
My favorite quote. Favorite quote. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. My top 3 songs. Um, I'll say "I Wonder" by Kanye West. Dead Presidents by Jay-Z. And probably "One More Time" by Daft Punk. Um, One More Time for me, it has a lot of memories. I wasn't always like into rap. Like I always listened to rap, but I wasn't always like as heavily into it as I am now. And at one point in my life, I was into a lot of electronic music, and "One More Time" is a song that like I have very fond memories of. Dead Presidents. Dead Presidents was like one of the first songs where like I really understood how important lyrics were and like how to actually utilize them. And then "I Wonder" by Kanye. It it really just kind of spoke to my spirit the first time I heard it. And I've always attached to it. And I mean, like really, it's kind of tough for me to just pick top 3 all time songs because I love so many different genres of music. But like
Yes.
those are the ones where I remember like how I felt or how I feel every time I hear it, where I go. Like those songs are experiences for me more so than actual like songs.
Mm. Name 2 things you want to tell the world.
Um, One, you can do anything, and 2, don't tell everybody what you want to do because not everybody wants you to do it.
Real talk. Are you a saver or a shopper? And what are your financial strategies?
I'm a shopper. Uh, I I personally feel like the renewable resource. Also feel like you got to understand the value and not the price of what you're paying for things. Because a lot of people get caught up in cost, and you're really still paying for this particular thing. My financial when I need to save, I need to hide that money. from myself. So I have to either give it to somebody who I know is gonna hold on to it and not use it, or literally put it somewhere and forget that I put it there. So that way when I need it, or when I get to the goal that I'm trying to achieve, I'll find it.
Yeah. Does your key values and life missions speak first to your race and then the world? Vice versa, or that is not a thought of yours as you live day to day?
My key values affect everything pretty much. But they're based on what I've experienced, due to my race, um, even my gender. They're based on the people that I meet.
When you finish what you were saying,
Um, okay. I forgot what the last question was.
does your key values and life mission speak first to your race and then the world? Vice versa, or that is not a thought of yours as you live day to day?
It's a bit of both. Um, my key values are somewhat based in my race, um, but everything isn't based on that. Um, so because I can't change what my race is, those values tend to be like the primary ones. Um, but after that, then I have like certain personal values based on my experiences and what I've learned and how I just genuinely feel about certain things, um, that I pretty much present. And I think that's why I'm generally well received.
Yes. When you have something that's super important to you, what do you tell yourself to get pumped?
Um, so I have a saying, um, that I repeat to my kids, my friends, and it is killers fucking kill. Because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, if you're a killer and you got to kill, you're gonna find a way to get it. So as long as you know that you got that killer instinct in you, all you got to do is know killers fucking kill, and that's what you got to do.
That's strong. Name 5 people that you know or don't know that embody instrumental traits children should emulate.
Um, I'm gonna say Nipsey Hussle, um, Master P, um, Bernie Sanders, my boy Cruz Freely, and I need one more, right?
Right.
One more. I'm gonna go with my boy Jerry. He's an activist, but like for me, he's very like stand up and fight for what you believe in at all costs, at all times. Let that be who you are. Let it breathe through you. And it's essentially like because what you're willing to stand up for and what you're willing to fight for is really a representation of you.
True that. Name 5 people that you know or don't know that are powerhouses in their industries.
Powerhouses. I'm gonna go with Jay-Z for one. I'll say Beyonce as a counter. I'll go with Black Guy DC. He's a radio host down here. Um, and like he's really ambitious. I remember when I met him, he was, pretty much telling me he was gonna do everything that he's doing right now. And I didn't
Nice.
necessarily take him as serious as I should have. And here he is, lo and behold, actually out here doing it.
Nice. Two more.
I say Charlemagne. Charlemagne is probably like one of the best interviewers I've heard in a while. Just because of the way he gets people to open up, he finds a way to relate to them, and he's able to get, those intimate conversations that you wouldn't necessarily get.
Mm-hmm.
One more, right?
Right.
I know this changes a lot. Like when it comes to like rappers and producers, but I'm gonna say like Lil Baby right now is like absolutely destroying everything he touches, and like he's kind of showing how that formula Wayne created is not only a workable formula, but if you can find your way, like you pretty much got it. And it's nothing anybody can do to stop it. They just gonna have to make room and enjoy.
Nice. Do you have a website and what's your business name?
I'm still working on the website right now. So like I said a little earlier, when that's live, I'll go ahead and be putting that on my Instagram and my Twitter and stuff, so you guys can find me on there. My business is Pablo Media. Because of the fact that I don't just make music, I do so many other things that I want my entire business to encompass all of that. So yeah.
Nice. How do we get in contact with you on social media? What is your name on there?
Yeah, all of my social media is goddamn Pablo. So you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, pretty much anything.
How do you spell that?
GOTDAMNPABLO.
Thank you. And is there any other upcoming things that we need to be looking out for? Any announcements?
Yeah, as of right now, I got a project with Cruise Freely that's in the works. We're finishing up the last couple of singles on there. So hopefully that'll come in the next month or so.
Nice.
I'm trying to talk a couple other people into doing some collaborative projects, but that's the only thing I have solid right now. And then of course, I'm pushing to drop my album sometime between the summer and the fall. And keep going from there.
Yes, and your single Minutes, it's out. It's streaming.
Yep, it's available on all
Yes.
platforms. So wherever you listen to your music at, you can find Minute. I'm also featured on a couple of songs by Cruise Freely. So once you interview him, you'll also hear a little more of me when you check him out too.
Nice. So Pablo, our last segment is mining for diamonds, and I asked that you drop two more gems that you lay out for aspiring entrepreneurs or any business owners that are in place now?
Trust the process. I know for me, a lot of times, I thought that, things weren't gonna go the way that I wanted them to. But a lot of times they turned out better. So like sometimes, we want to force things or wish things to be a certain way, and maybe we shouldn't, because they're gonna work out better than we expected. And then the other thing would be stay focused. A lot life happens. There's always gonna be something that kind of sidetracks you, that kind of makes you late, that throws you off. Excuse me. And you want to, kind of stay focused, because all of those things happen all the time. Like, it's not like once you make it, or you get to the point that you want to get, that you're gonna stop having certain types of things happen. It's just a matter of how you manage it. So you just got to keep focused, because eventually you'll get through it.
Well, that's the truth. Thank you so much, Pablo. This has been a great time talking to you. Appreciate you spending the time with me, and really enjoyed the conversation. And just want to thank you for tapping in from the Industry Connect from Clubhouse, actually,
Mm-hmm.
and the Industry Connect room with D Castro and Spider them, Kinfolk them.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I appreciate you connecting with me.
All right, and it's been a pleasure. I hope to hear from you again, and maybe we'll do some more interviews.
That sounds great.
All
Peace
right,
and blessings to you, Pablo.
Peace.
Free your mind while it's time. What's up with that? I got one thing on my mind. Revolution. Yo, that's Pharaoh Chirumba.
Please make me die 1,000 deaths in a day, and then I won't jump in the front while you
Put it down for the new time. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Shalom, shalom. Hotel. Yeah, MIDT Records. B&B Productions. Rhythmic Sound. Love to rap. Yo, check it out. At all your local neighborhood stores.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of a News You Can Use podcast with Frontier Gardner, your host and creator of the podcast. We are so grateful that you are tuning in wherever you are in the world. Please, please, please make sure you are sharing the podcast with your friends and family. At least send it out to about 5 people at least. Follow us if you're listening to us on Spotify so that you'll be notified of the next episodes. Add us to your podcast list on Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. Leaving us a review really helps us out a lot. It helps us to be discovered by more people like you, where this information resonates. Purchase Frontier Gardner's books. Mommy and Daddy, Do You Still Love Me Anymore? Is available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. For signed copies, go to our website. Finding Joy in the Journey Volume 2 is available on our website. And the audiobook Single Save Struggle. The struggle continues. Is available on our website. You can also purchase our brands that we've designed with our paintings on our websites, notebooks, shower curtains, prints of the paintings, pillows, buttons, phone case for iPhones and Android phones, handbags, or rather tote bags, all designed with French Air's abstract paintings. They're available on Threadless and Teespring. The music playing in the background is by French Air Gardner. You can cop her album or just get one of the singles that you really enjoy on Amazon Music and Apple Music. You can also listen to the album Supernova Universe by French Air Gardner on Spotify and SoundCloud. We really appreciate your support. Your financial donations are definitely needed to sustain production of the episodes and the podcast, to continue creating episodes, for purchasing equipment that's needed to run the podcast, to hire editors. So, if this episode resonated with you, please consider donating by becoming a patron, by buying me a coffee, by sending us funds through PayPal, paypal.me/Frenchair, that's FRENCHAIRE, or through Cash App, $BEANDUS LLC. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you tap in with our sponsors, Amber Bookstore and Omnia Balanced Radiation.
Check this out. Yo, them beats is poppin'. Check this out. St. Louis' very own hit record release, Love Song. By JCD, rap artist. Yeah, he's fat. Check this out. From MIDT Records, B&B Productions. Pick it up at your local neighborhood store. Sound.
I've been sipping for a minute. No, I ain't drunk, but shit, I'm tipsy. My friends keep telling me I should stop drinking, but it's the only thing to mask these feelings. I've been sipping for a minute. No, I ain't drunk, but shit, I'm tipsy. My friends keep telling me I should stop drinking, but it's the only thing to mask these feelings. Every night a nigga need a fifth alone with the click. I stay drunk cause I've been going through a lot of different shit. Started the year losing my grandma, at the end my closest friend, and a week later me and my lady split and she left with the kids. I quit my job cause I ain't like how that bullshit would change me. Downside was when my lease up, when I ain't have a place to sleep. So in my car calls where I be. Extended stays if I had cheese. Only think about me eating if I'm high off the drink. They say health is wealth. Well, a nigga sick as fuck. Happiness is only temporary, nothing cheer me up. Ain't no Earl upon my sweatshirt and I barely go outside. I hate every fucking thing and never turn on any lights. I put black on every day, cause that's how I feel inside. Nobody hit my phone, so I don't ever know the time. But I need some more whiskey, cause this bottle running dry. So I'm about to hit the lobby to see if it's light outside. Cause I've been sipping for a minute. No, I ain't drunk, but shit, I'm tipsy. My friends keep telling me I should stop drinking, but it's the only thing to mask these feelings. I've been sipping for a minute. No, I ain't drunk, but shit, I'm tipsy. My friends keep telling me I should stop drinking, but it's the only thing to mask these feelings. Sit. Sitting up in my room, drinking like a fool. I can't confess, I'm a mess, fuck you.